Yo! So we out of here. I got a special ride for us. Heard he came a long way from like the North Pole or somewhere like that. So I want to introduce you guys to, is that Santa? My homie Uber Me VIP. He's my personal and only driver that I have here in Miami. He's normally not themed, but Christmas is a couple weeks away. He got the antlers, he got the little red nose. Yo, do you hear the music? He got the Santa soundtrack going on, man. Yo, Santa!
I'm gonna pick up Double X.
What up, my brother, you good?
Let's
Bro,
go.
so this is the #1 Uber driver in the world, straight from the North Pole. So we're back again changing, because half the day I'm spending my time changing clothes. But I want to tell a story, because Eric doesn't know how I met my homie Markley. One day, I was in this club in Fort Lauderdale because Flo Rida was performing. He was my biggest client in the beginning. About how long ago was that? What, like 6 years ago, Markley? Something like that? Mm-hmm. And then,
well, like 7 years ago.
7 years, maybe. Markley happened to date a girl that I went to high school with. She came up to me, and I haven't seen her in years, so it's kind of like funny. And she would come up to me and she's like, hey, X, what's up, how are you? I got this guy you really gotta meet. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, so why don't you just bring him over here? So she goes and grabs Markley, and Markley comes over. He's wearing neon glasses, like neon green glasses, maybe like a purple shirt, really out of control to grab my attention. So I'm like, who's this guy? Like, what does he do? And he comes up to me and he's like, yo, hey X, what's up? I'm Markley, the Twitter King. And he hands me this card, and on his business card it said Twitter King, and it had like a bird with like the Superman S. And he said the Twitter King. And I was like, okay, dope. I'm like, bro, so what's the Twitter King? And he was like, I help people get famous online with social media advertising and this, that. And I don't think they had Instagram at that time, did they? Or maybe it was the beginning of it, I don't know. It was, but like Twitter was hot at that time, so you guys can imagine how long ago that was. And he gave me his card, and he was like, yo, you gotta hit me, we gotta work, man, we gotta link, we gotta build, you know, some of the stuff I wanna tell you about. I'm like, okay, dope. And then he got my number, and then Markley hit me up maybe for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks consistently, to a point where I'm just like, okay, bro, like maybe let's just link and see what you, because he was really persistent. I'm like, you know,
persistence is key, never give up.
It is. And I was like, okay, man, he's been trying for weeks. You know, he's got to be like some type of winner, or he's got to have something that's like valuable. Oh, okay, let me just sit down with him. And then I got to know him, and then me and him kicked it off. Markley, look at this. I'm gonna say this right now. Markley is responsible for introducing me to social media. It's him. He was one who's like, bro, you should really start some social media. Online presence is important. Marketing is very important. And he introduced me to like Instagram and this kind of stuff. And he's like, yo, let's post some pictures. Let's do this. I'll help you out. And he kind of got it going in the beginning. So I forever owe Markley a thank you, bro, for always looking out, because now this guy changed my life.
So I get royalties on Double X's Instagram account. That's how that works, right? You heard it. You heard it.
Since then, he's been one of my best friends, hardest working guy, lit. And he came up with this crazy idea of the Uber.
So one day me and X are in LA, and he's actually responsible for taking me to LA because he gave me a shot in life. We had a relationship with Will Smith, and we ended up, I don't know what happened.
What happened is that someone's like, oh, but you guys should call an Uber. And we're like, an Uber? What's an Uber? We could just call a cab. They're like, no, an Uber's better. You can do it on your phone. Because I think Uber released in LA first before the East Coast. So then when we were in the West Coast, they were like, oh, there's this thing called Uber. You call it on your phone. It's safe. It's secure. It pays automatically from your account. We're like, what the f? You know, like, what's going on?
They're like, yo, use a free coupon code and you'll get around for free. And I was like, all right, cool.
And I convinced him to become an Uber. And now this guy is like the #1 Uber driver. So he's responsible for introducing me to social media, and I'm responsible for introducing him to Uber, so it kind of worked out. Now I get royalties on every Uber drive. Here we are, 7 years later, the best at what he does, the best at what I do, and it's lit. And now we're about to go for a ride.
We ready to do this?
Oh, this is
it's a galaxy.
This is the little thing I used to have when I was a kid, and used to put on the ceilings. This is crazy. I didn't even know they still had this anymore. And like you turn on the lights and then it sucks the lights, and then, bro, this is, look at the bottles of water. I guess these are the Rafe stars. Is that what this is, Markley?
Splash.
Yo, can you turn off the lights real quick so we can see what this looks like?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I had these all across my ceiling for many, many, many years. No! Hold on, no way. All right. We just had like an hour conversation of how ridiculous the first time I saw the new Batman movie where he had the crazy voice. Was it Christian Bale who did that? I'm gonna say now this is Batman. And I walk in and I get in Markley's car and this is the first thing he has in here.
What kind of sitcom is this? It's not here!
Don't you let out the antidote.
I just pulled up with Santa.
Come check this out though.
This is one of the most unique wraps I've ever seen, ever, bro.
We got the Mr. E champagne on deck.
Slit. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have seen it online. Show you what it looks like close up.
We lit. We got Mr. E over there. We got the money. We got the money.
It's a tip for you, bro. Thank you for driving around, bro.
Can I send you a lap? I'm kidding. Is this a video? Well, this is all the motors. So it's electric motors that are propelling the two front wheels forward, and then there's one other motor that's regenerative braking that recharges the batteries. So you can drive in just electric. It's a hybrid. This is the second fastest car in the world. 2.6, 2.7. Yeah, this one does like 205.
Hey, what about that new Tesla thing? Wow. What do you think about that?
I want to pre-order it.
I got to drive this car in the Hamptons maybe like a month ago.
Did you like it?
Yeah. So what was the concept with the wrap? It's half real money and then half the Mr. E colorful
Yeah,
money?
half Mr. E,
That's
$100
dope.
bills, and then half sparkly
like-
$100 bills. For sure, my brother. So, did you see what I did to the watch?
That's my favorite watch.
I love this watch.
You're killing it, bro. You're killing it, bro.
All right, man.
Let's link.
I'll see you.
All right, homie. All right. That's a skateboard. All right. We out here, heavy. Just pulled up. A regular skateboard just pulled up. We couldn't keep up. Too fast. All right. You gotta see what's going on. Look at where I'm at. What is this? Look, I have a skateboard. Let me explain what's going on, because for the first time ever, I know what's going on right now. Eric told me we were going to be vlogging, and what comes to mind when I say the word vlogging is like sitting in front of a computer with a cat or something, talking about problems and ranting about people that they don't like. This isn't vlogging. They got me doing a circus out here. So watch what the is going to happen right now. Ready? So, it's a wrap. I'm done doing circus stunts. Eric has abused enough. Shout out to Markley, Uber Me VIP, the only driver I trust.
We lit.
We litty.
It's lit.
So if you see Santa Claus driving around Miami, you know who it is. You know what time it is.
6.5 hours later.
So, what's up, guys? We out here. It's in the morning. I don't know what time. I was tired. I made Eric drive because I was dozing off. And the night was crazy. The issue was all the events and the places we were, you couldn't film. We tried. We were with Leonardo DiCaprio at Rockwell in Miami. Super lit, at his table, you know, just very, you know, very chill, something just light. It's crazy. Rick Ross performed. And don't ask me why I had this pink bike. I don't know what's going on. All the wheels are popped. It's very hard to ride. And I can't stop looking at this sign right here in the middle. It says, wear a helmet, check your brakes, do not ride at night. Please subscribe.